why you shouldn't depend on a person, a place, or a situation. Things change. You need to change. What will you do without the person, the place, or the situation that you have been depending upon when that person, place, or situation changes? When a place, for example, during the COVID-19, when a place closes down, which a lot have, businesses, that was really hard for me, starting from the concrete, building my business while I was homeless. And not just during COVID-19. I was homeless. I'm not now, but I was homeless for a long time. What will you do when a situation changes? What if you have to move from, for example, I moved from Santa Monica to Rancho Cucamonga because I found a place where I felt safe and people helped me. And shout out to Stater Brothers, because, man, they were so great. They were so great to me. They made my salads perfectly, just like the best store ever. That in Superior, where I worked at for a month last year. But, man, these people are amazing, and they'd let me plug my stuff in, and I would leave it there, and I would just do it, and then I would leave my chargers in there. Sometimes I would even leave my phone for a few minutes. It was hard because I needed to hear my music, but they were so great. Shout out so much. Thank you so much, Stater Brothers. Kenny, I don't know where you're at. He's in another Stater Brothers, but, man, Heather, Sherry, baby, Mike, everybody, man, I love y'all. And, they would let me, brush my teeth in the bathroom, and they were just so great. But anyway, the point is, I had to stop depending on certain people and certain situations in, certain places like Whole Foods, Sprouts. I couldn't depend on one person, place, or situation. I had to depend on one person. Yeah, me. You can't depend on one place, person, or situation. You got to depend upon yourself. So, I'm trying to get you to think, because I know a lot of people, for example, my friend and business partner, my producer, Alexia Flora. I want to get you to think, not just her, but this is for everybody, because I've been there myself, depending on, for example, she just broke up with the guy, with her baby's daddy, and I was with the guy for 10 years. He beat me, called me fat, ugly, stupid, all my life. I went through feeling helpless, worthless, feeling like I needed people and I depended on people. But when I was with this guy, it was hard to let go of him because of the things that he gave me that I couldn't, give myself. Sex, a lifestyle, I guess you could say, because he didn't have a lot of money, but he had more than me. He had a job, and plus he didn't pay rent like I did. All my money resources went into my home and food and stuff, but, he had a car, so that was one thing. He had, we could go out on the weekends. He would take me out to eat and stuff like that, So I depended on him in a lot of ways. Company. He gave me company. He gave me someone to talk to, someone to listen to. He told me things. He gave me entertainment, So he gave me a lot of things, and not just sex and money. It was a lot. And it was bad, though. Even when it was bad, though, it was still attention. It was still entertainment. So, I know Alexia's having a hard time letting go of all the things, and he provided a baby for her. Thank God I never got a baby. But people give us things, and we're afraid to leave them, but we become dependent on people, and it's very bad to depend on any one person other than yourself. And you need to depend on yourself, because it's like, if you think about it, what is a person really giving you? They're giving you codependency. They're giving you problems. Even if, for example, my grandmother, okay? So and not only they're giving you codependency, it's almost like they're giving you slavery in some situations, and they're not giving you the truth because they're not telling you, hey, you should not depend on me. You should depend on yourself. You're strong. You're smart. You're a genius. You could do anything you want to do. You don't need me. Okay. So, and I tried telling Alexia this, you don't need me, right? Like, even in the case of my grandmother, she did tell me, you don't need me, you can do it yourself. And the way that I looked at it, she was telling me, it was almost like I was thinking, like, she was like, you don't need me, like, she's trying to get rid of me. I looked at everything like a victim, basically, but with my grandma, she actually did teach me self-sufficiency. She taught me how to balance a checkbook, which I pretty much lost that skill because we don't use checks anymore. Some people do, but not me. But she taught me a lot. She taught me about money. She taught me about life. She told me not to ever co-sign for anybody. I'll never forget that one. People try to get me to do that. I didn't know what it was. And then she told me don't do it. And then afterwards, even to this day, people try to get me. I'm like, I'm not signing anything. I'm not paying for anybody's mistakes except my own. Okay. So grandma taught me a lot. But at the same time, like, I look at it like, okay, she taught me self-sufficiency and stuff, and I'm really grateful that my grandma taught me everything that she taught me, and I'm not happy that she's dead. I am happy that even today, I still have lessons that I can pass on to you from my grandma, but at the same time, I'm very grateful that she's gone, because I feel like grandma leaving, grandma ascended to heaven. Grandma was ascending, and the reason why grandma ascended, so that I could ascend. Grandma's the leader. She's going up, so that means I'm going up. Grandma's ascending, I am ascending. So grandma's got the glory. She's up there with God in her mansion, and I'm going to be in a mansion. So I will be a billionaire. And the reason that Liberty v. Justice, there's no period in my V because my victory is never ending. Yours don't have to either, legends. I'm going to be a billionaire is because I know what it's like to be at the lowest of the low. To go from wanting to kill yourself and then wanting to live so desperately. You got cancer, you can't walk, you have no hair, you're sick and you don't know why. You had to run away and become a refugee. You're homeless and you're getting your master's degree. Now you got your master's degree. Now you got your ability to walk back, just barely. You're getting your hair back because you quit taking pills. You don't even put aspirin in your body anymore because you don't believe in it. You only believe in God, and you believe in yourself, and you believe that you can do anything you want to do because you are infinite in value. You believe that you're going to be the best wife ever. You believe that you're going to be on stages speaking. You believe you're going to be performing. I always told myself every single day, I am a dynamic performer. And now I don't say it. I never say it out loud. People say it to me. And because I learned how to depend on myself because I didn't have anybody else I could depend on. If you want to take the island, burn the boats. So I did not burn my boats at first. I started, God liberated me of my home. I had no home, and then I got sick. I ended up homeless. I was at hotel to hotel. I had to learn how to speak to people. I had to learn self-sufficiency. I had to learn to stop asking my mom to do things. Mom, call this person, help me. They're mean to me or whatever. Even at 30 years old, I was asking her to help me with stuff. Talk to my landlord. I had to learn. My mom was trying to teach me, and she did teach me a lot about that. She taught me about self-sufficiency, and she's like, hey, don't let nobody walk all over you. You can talk to them. You can stand up for yourself without being mean, So I learned a lot. I learned because I went from the lowest of low. So, I wanted to kill myself, and eventually I got my hair back, got my legs back, got my master's degree. Does that sound like a country song at all? But I go and guess what? Now I take no pills. I don't take psychiatric medication. I don't drink. I've been clean and sober for 14 years. I haven't had sex in 12 years because I am the best wife ever. There is no woman on this planet will ever come that is a better wife. As long as women are being born, never will there come a wife half as good as me, because I am the best wife ever. Billionaire, best wife ever. Liberty v. Justice. I wanted to kill myself, but now I went out to the desert being homeless during the pandemic. I went out to the desert, as they say in the 4 agreements, and I killed myself. The crucifixion. I was crucified. And I was crucified by people with their mouths. People wanted me dead because I was becoming famous on TikTok during the pandemic, and I started to make money, even though at that time they were supposed to cancel TikTok because of President Trump and all this other stuff. But you know what? I got on TikTok because I wanted to, because God told me to. I wanted to become a better speaker, and kids follow me, and they listen to me, and they believe in me, and they want to be like me. And now I get up to 50,000 fans. Then the TikTok started paying me. That's when you get the rewards, when you do things and you depend on yourself, and you're sufficient with yourself, and people see that, and people around you become great because you have become great. Then they started to pay me, and I become so much more successful learning, like, hey, just do shit like a kid. Be like a little kid. Try and error. Try shit out. Try to ride the bike, fall off, get back on the bike, and just keep going, man. Just keep going. And pretty soon you'll be like a race car, round and round and round and round, round that track. You'll get so good, and you'll be so fast and so good and so strong and so efficient with it. And you will get recognized because you will be so good that they can't ignore you. You will get recognized, you will get rewarded financially, and you'll have everything that you have ever wanted in life. Okay? You go the crucifixion, and then you get resurrected, and you get the rewards, and you get ascension, which is getting money. And I'm talking about money so tall, all the men want to fall. I got so much I want to do, y'all. You're worth it. I'm gonna change this world. Go check out the 4 agreements. That's where I learned about the resurrection, the crucifixion, the resurrection, and the ascension. All right, you're worth it. All right, check out. You can get Audible. It's 30 days. Your first 30 days is free with my link below. Check out my link for Audible. First 30 days is free, and then you get $14.95 after that, and you get a free book every month. Check out the 4 agreements. I'll put that link below as well. You are worth it. Thank you so much for watching, listening. My name is Liberty v. Justice. There's no period in my V because my victories never end, and I'm here to help you get your victories, legends. You are worth it. Tienes infinito en valor. Click like, subscribe, share this with a friend.